Well, Google will reportedly hold a company-wide meeting today after an employee was fired for writing a controversial memo. The tech giant's CEO is expected to address all staff at a town hall-style gathering. The fired engineer, James Damore, had criticized Google's diversity programs, but he is now speaking out for the first time since his dismissal. John Blackstone is just outside Google's California headquarters with more.
Former Google engineer James Damore defended the controversial memo in a 45-minute interview with right-wing YouTube personality Stefan Molyneux. Damore says he wrote the memo after attending a Google diversity program.
It wasn't recorded at all. It was totally secretive. And, I heard things that I definitely disagreed with in some of our programs. I had some discussions with people there, but there was a lot of just shaming and, no, you can't say that. That's sexist.
The 28-year-old was thrust into the spotlight after his 3,000-word document titled Google's Ideological Echo Chamber became public. In it, he questioned the company's diversity initiatives and argued that differences in distributions of traits may in part explain why we don't have 50% representation of women in tech. Google CEO Sundar Pichai called the comments offensive and not okay.
A lot of this came from me seeing some of the problems in our culture at Google, where a lot of people that weren't in this groupthink just felt totally isolated and alienated.
A source within Google says the meeting Damore attended was recorded and that all diversity materials are made public. The source added that all employees are encouraged to express their views, but said the company doesn't support views that cross the line into sexism.
No one high up ever came to me and said, no, don't do this.
In a later interview, Damore said several employees were aware of the memo, but that he didn't face pushback until it received national attention.
It was only after it got viral that the upper management started shaming me.
And John Blackstone joins me now from just outside Google headquarters. So, John, this is not going away. What is next for Damore? I know he emailed the New York Times and he said he was looking into taking legal action.
Well, we know that he's filed a complaint with the National Labor Relations Board. We don't know for sure that he's going to move beyond that to a lawsuit. If he does, he could potentially file under the Civil Rights Act a claim that he was discriminated against because he expressed his views on workplace culture.
So, as I understand it, this memo was on sort of an internal website. And according to at least Business Insider, some Google employees actually disagreed with the company's decision to fire him. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, there's an industry website called Blind, which does surveys of tech employees. And some 4,000, they put up a survey asking what tech employees here in Silicon Valley and in this area thought of Damore being fired. 441 employees from Google did respond to this survey. 56% of those said they didn't believe Damore should have been fired. Now, they didn't say they agreed with what he said necessarily in this memo, but 56% said he shouldn't have been fired. About 4,000 tech workers in all responded to this survey, and it varied from company to company, but slight majorities generally said he should not have been fired.
All right, John Blackstone, thank you so much.